Good morning, everyone. Andy's free guitar chart videos here. Welcome, Facebook group members and YouTube subscribers. We're going to be using last time's chart, which is 482, initially created for normal guitar, major, minor, all three modes, cage chords. But now we're going to be looking at the half-diminished chord mode, and if I look at the circle of modes here, okay, well, let's not worry about the circle of modes because this is focusing mostly on the C minor, let's say, in the C box. So we got the C, and then we just make it minor and start adding flats. So we're looking at C minor there, but notice this C half diminished over 2. We're not even going to be looking, we are going to be looking at that C half diminished over 2. We go over to the next box in the A cage. Now we're focusing on the A minor shape in its 3 forms: Dorian, Phrygian, and magnesium. Dorian, Phrygian, and Aeolium. And we're going to be looking at the A. That would really be A half diminished. A little A half diminished or big A half diminished, doesn't matter. If it's big A half diminished, it's A minor flatted 5. If it's little A half diminished, it's A minor flatted 5. If it's big A, it's just A half diminished but minus A half diminished. In other words, we're taking that shape and moving it down. So we have that all the way across the board here. Go to the G position. We've got the G half diminished, however you want to look at it. We're going to be looking at that half diminished over here to the E minor position, the 3 modes of E minor. We've got the E half diminished. And finally, we have the D half diminished here. So let's dig into these half diminished. By the way, before we do that, let's just look at this for a second. And the Locrian is the half diminished mode. There's your Locrian mode. Here's Ionian. The reason why I originally looked at Locrian and Ionian as the same shape is because you could take that Ionian shape and just drop each of its notes, and literally on piano everything's the same shape on the white keys. Okay, so that's why I noticed that, let's face it, in the C box, we'll put Mr. K-Bow on here. We have our C, and then we're going to go up in that C box, half step buddy, E to an F from an E-shaped F. The same thing sort of happens up here in the E box. I'm not even going to be able to put my capo on it because I've got a curvature down here that's going to mess the capo up. So in the E box we have an E-shaped C. Okay, and then we extend it down to a C-shaped B. So C shape is the 5th of the E shape, like that. We've got a half step relationship here between the 7th and the root, between B and C on the white keys. Okay, similar to the E and F relationship. So that's what got me on to looking at half diminished as a root shape, just brought down 1 scale degree each member of the triad. As you know, 1 scale degree can be either a half step or a whole step, depending on where you are in the scale. So the Locrian is normally the key of 2 flat if we're in the white key system, which is cage, C, D, E, G, A, spell cage, C, A, G, E, D, C, A, G, E, D. So the Locrian would be the C, okay, middle C on the piano, minus 1 octave would be the Locrian of 2 flat. So here's 2 flat, so it'd be there's your C Locrian. And that's a half diminished because we know the C full diminished sound is, and here's the C half diminished sound. Okay, so that's the chord we're looking to play here as a modal chord in the circle of modes. Okay, so how are we going to play that chord? And I'm going to show you an easy way to at least know how you should be playing that 7 half diminished 7th. Now when I say should be playing, I mean I'm going to put the notes out in front of you and you can play them like just by saying, oh, I could do that, this, that, but can you really do it? How easy is it for you on your fingers? What are you comfortable with? But how you should or could be playing is where are the notes to play. So we start here on the C box. In general, you know, this is the C box in every way. To look at it, it's the key of 6 flat, which is interesting because that would be the key of A flat. That is if this note is a C. Okay, so this was kind of borrowed from cello or from a down C tuned guitar. So 6 flat, it would be the key of 6 flat no matter what. If this note is E, as you know, the 6 flat of E is C again. Okay, so that would be like the key of C. It would be the key of E there. Okay, so 6 flat, the key of 6 flat in the E scale, 6 flat. Okay, so this would be the key of C once again. Here we go. R is C. Got a little off track there for a second. So what we do is the circle of modes we were talking about is primarily when we want to start changing this and adding flats. But if we don't want to add flats to this and we just want to stay in the C major shape, then we're going to go up a modal scale in shapes. So we've got our regular C shape, C here. So I'm going to add Mr. Capo here so we can do this. Regular C shape, C, robust C, 5 root 3, 5 root 3 right here. All you gotta do is hit the C up here and you got the 2, the 5th and the 3rd on the open. Everybody knows that. We're gonna take it to a D minor shape, D minor 6 2 4. And this is the important shape to remember because 6 2 4, okay, or 2 4 6 or 6 2 4. If we raise that 6 to a 7, we've got our half diminished. If we just add the 7th to the 6th, we've got our half diminished 7/7. What do I mean once again by 7/7? Here's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then it's 7. That's half diminished 7/7. So all we have to do is play that second minor, and we're halfway there to making that half diminished sound. There are other ways to do it. We're not going to do that right now. We want to focus on the second minor of each shape. So what's the second minor of each shape? Before we go any further, the second minor of the C shape is D minor. The second minor of the A shape is C minor because we're going up a pen.